Hello my beautiful Bitterroots and welcome to my channel, and let's get something off my chest. Long time no see! Joking. Now I've been so busy I have not updated in 2 months on any of my projects. I'm so sorry guys, I apologize profusely. I've been MIA. Unless you've been on my Instagram, and then you can see that I am still alive. But YouTube wise, it's just been zany laney. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I have my polishes, and let's get into this. Hopefully with the 2-month hiatus that you guys see some progress, but this last month I've been painting my nails as often just because I've been so busy that I've been just letting them go. And when I mean letting them go, I mean letting them go for several days, and they're like super ratchety. And the funny thing was is I was getting after my boss. Okay, I work for Lyssah. If you guys know me at all, I work for Lyssah. I place foreign exchange students in homes, and I also have foreign exchange students in my home. So my boss did a live video, and I was teasing her about her ratchety nails, and here I am with my ratchety nails because I just haven't done it. Hi Jericho. Anyway, so apologies. What do you want? You have to talk to me. What do you need? Tell me. What is that? Okay, go find your kids and tell them I need to go potty. Go find your kids. Tell them. Go tell your kids that you need to go potty. Go get your kids. Go get them. I know. You're like, I have to go potty. Find your kid. Hi. You're howling at me. I just ate, which means I have business to do. Important business. Here's what my list looks like so far. Everything that's highlighted is stuff that I've completed. So let's just start going through the list. Julep and Octavia. Mine is that bottom one. I wore this with holographic pearls over the top, and I just loved this combination. Love this cobalty deep blue with the holographic pearls sitting over the top. So beautiful. Okay, next one is Julep Impala. This one does have some in the bottom, but it is now unusable. I even tried to put thinner in it, didn't work. Basically, after it dries, I could literally just pull the whole sheet of nail polish off my nail. So I'm just calling it quits, calling it done. So there's just a little bit on the bottom here, not a whole lot, but this is Julep Impala, which is a beautiful blue with gold shimmer running through it. So this one's done. Even when you turn it sideways, it just doesn't budge. I tried to save it, but it's to the point where it's unsavable. It's to the point where you can only put so much thinner in before it completely dies on you, and this just completely died on me. So this one I'm considering done. I got a lot of progress on that. Love the color. Great. So that is number one. Then we have Julep and Melody, and this is another one that's completed. There's a little bit on the bottom, but A, I can't get any more out of the bottle, and B, it's so thick and goopy that it's not gonna look good. So here I am with Julep and Melody. This was one that it's very thick now, but it used to be a pretty almost clear formula, and it was very, very runny formula. And then it had a lot of holographic and iridescent glitters in there. Silver glitters. It was just a glitter bombshell, and I love to put it on everything. I even put this on my toes. I loved it so much. But this is done. Yes, there's a little bit in the bottom, but it's now to the point where it's just unusable. That is done. Julep in January. This one I'm calling done as well. This one does have a little bit in the bottom, but just like the julep in Paula, it got to the point where it is unusable now. So I put thinner in it and I used it a couple more times, but now it's to the point where I put it on my nails, it just doesn't want to dry, which is unfortunate because I really love this red. This is a true blue-based red, perfect red for every occasion. It was beautiful. I loved it. It had a great wear time. So if I wasn't going to paint my nails every single day, I would put this one on because this one was a great formula, great red. Loved it. Totally would repurchase it. 100%. I have a lot of reds in this color, so I won't right now until I finish up the other ones. But once I finish up the other ones, I'm totally repurchasing Julep in January. Zoya and Sasha. Well, I have no new progress on there because I was focusing on January. So I never used this red. Now this is kind of like a deeper, more pinky red, but it's beautiful and I love Zoya so much that I have a huge collection of Zoya now. And this is still very good. So I know that I'm going to get a lot more use out of it once fall rolls around, but as of right now, I'm wanting more bright summery colors, and I'm going to be adding in, I didn't add in new polishes at the end of May because I was going on vacation. So I am going to be adding in polishes, and normally I throw a bunch up. I have you guys vote on them, but I have some colors that I need to get used up, and it's summer, so I would like to get them used up. So I have a bunch of Orally polishes. If you guys watch my declutter, I had like 6 or 7 Orally polishes that I said I was going to throw in a project polish. I would like to throw them in a project polish now. Most of them I have a dupe in a Zoya brand, and I prefer the Zoya over the Orally, so I would just like to use them up. And then some of them are just neon colors anyway, and so I would just like to get them out of my collection. And I have a lot of progress on them, so at the very end of this video I will show you those polishes that I'm adding into this project. I will probably pull some polishes out to save them for later. So that Zoya and Sasha, I'm just not going to touch until the fall. I'm just going to put it aside and not worry about it. I'll probably still work on Octavia, that deep cobalty blue, just because I love the look with the holographic pearls over the top of it. But some of my other stuff I might just retire for a little bit just so I can use up those really beautiful summer colors. And we're at the end of July. I should have been filming this in June and added those polishes in, but you know, I was so busy. It's my busy season with placing students. So Ike, I still have students to place. So if you guys, if any of you guys, any of my viewers are interested in hosting a student, contact me. I will get you in contact with a local coordinator in your area. And yes, I still have lots of students that are needing homes. So if you're interested, contact me. So, okay, let's move on. Revlon and Winter Mint. Oh, that's in my purse. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, Revlon and Winter Mint is there, and that's my new progress line. So, not a whole lot of progress, but progress is progress, and I'll just keep using the darn thing until it's done. Okay. Then we have Julep and Annabelle, which is this one, and I haven't, no new progress on this. This is just a topper with lots of matte glitters in it. So, nothing new on this one. That's okay. Julep and Annie, and again, no new progress. I haven't been feeling these matte glitters for, you know, it's summer. I want sparkly. I want stuff that reflects the light. And those are matte, so they're just kind of to me right now. In the spring, I was totally digging them. Julie G and Poker Tealer. I wore this. I don't think it was enough to make a new line. So there's that. Lauren B and I'm Juicing. Now this one you'll see progress. And there's my new line. So I'm at the halfway mark in this bottle now. So, yep, super excited. Once fall comes around, I don't know, I'll probably wear it through the fall, but I think once winter comes around, I'm going to be pulling it out. And so if I don't get it finished by then, Julep and Brandis does have progress. So that black line is my new line. There's this gold line right above it, so there's quite a bit of progress there. So there's that. China Glaze in liquid leather. I think I may have used it once, but it wasn't enough to make progress on it. I think I used it and used holographic pearls on the top of it, but just haven't used it since then. Sinful Colors in king size. Purple, never, with gold shimmer, never used it once yet. So I probably will, but just not yet. Nails Ink in Uptown. This is a nude shade, and I do have some progress. I think I wore it once, so there's a little bit of progress there. So I love this nude. It's like my perfect nude shade. Revlon in Holographic Pearls. I used this a couple times and it's just below that line, but if I drew a line it would just be one really big fat line, black line. So I'm just gonna wait to draw a line next time. I have Rainbow Honey and Baked Raspberry Glaze. Now this is going to look way different than what it first originally looked like, because this started thickening up and I needed a way to thin it out. So what I ended up doing was I took the rest of my Wet n Wild Mega Last, which wasn't a whole lot. I poured it into this and then shook it up, which seemed to save it, which is good because before it was so thick and it wasn't wanting to dry on my nails. So the color is a little bit more milky than before, but normally what I was doing was putting this base on the bottom and then putting this on top, and now it's just a mix of both of them. So it's a little more milky. It's a new shade, but I got a mini out of the collection, and it also saved this one because this one was just getting really thick, and by adding that other polish in, it thinned it out just enough to revive it. So, which is good. Then we go into the bonus polishes, which is the top coats and base coats. Now I have the Sally Hansen Big Peel Off Base Coat. I have progress, but not enough for a new line. I haven't really been wearing that so much because with the holographic pearls, you don't need to wear a base coat with it because it comes off so easily. It comes off so easily because it's micro shimmers. There's like no drag with your cotton ball, nothing. It just comes off. The Revlon, this one, does not mesh well at all with that peel off base coat at all. But this comes off really, really, really easily with nail polish remover. So then we have OPI Matte. And I don't think I wore it once. Of OPI Base, and I do have progress on the base. Base is tinted because that was an accident. There's one other, there's a Color Club top coat. I can't find the bottle for that, but I used it up, so I don't know what I did with it. I lost it. I lost it, but that's done. I just went and grabbed all of the Oral-E polishes and just cleared out that little row on my rack, so I'll be able to replace it with other stuff, which means that was 7 polishes that I'm going to be adding into the project. So I would like to pull some polishes out that I don't even want to worry about because I want to focus on these Oral-E's, and then I could just bring in those other polishes into the mix later. So the ones I'm going to pull for later is Sinful Colors in King Size, Julie G in Poker Tealer. I'm going to pull out this Nails Ink in Uptown, Zoya in Sasha. I'm going to pull this Lauren B in I'm Juicing for later. Okay, so the 7 polishes that I'm adding into the project now, I have this Orally in white. Now this one is Hop in My Invisible Jet. I think this was the Wonder Woman collection. And as you can see, I have used some of it. So that is my starting line for this white. I'm also adding in this pink shade just because I got a China Glaze pink one that I would like to replace this one. These ones are starting to separate on my stand. I had to shake them all up. I marked them and then shook them all up. But because they're separating so bad, I just would like to use them up and get them out of my collection. So this is Orally Tea with Mrs. Potts. This is obviously in the Beauty and the Beast collection. Now I vowed that I was not going to be using the Beauty and the Beast collection because it's my favorite Disney movie. But since this is separating, the oil was just on top. I had to shake it all up. So that is where I'm starting. As you can tell, I had it in a project before, but that's where my starting line is. It's just a beautiful pale pink shade. And I think it would be just a great summery shade, just very clean summery shade, you know. There it is next to the white, so you can see how pale of a pink it is. Here's for my neon. This one I had to shake really big time. This one's Family Honor. This one was in the Little Mermaid collection. Now this is, they said it's like a neon green. It looks yellow to me, but there's my starting line. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it, but yeah, that's where I'm starting with this neon yellowish greenish contraption here. So I'd just like to really focus on this and just get it out of my collection. This one I have a dupe for in my Zoya polishes. If you guys saw my top favorite spring colors, I mentioned the Zoya color in this shade. So because I have that Zoya one, I just want to use up this one. So this one's Orally in Break the Spell, and I think this one was Beauty and the Beast collection as well. Beautiful purple cream, or like not really purple, more of like a orchidy purpley shade, but that's where I'm starting. As you can tell, I've used this one a lot. Love this shade. All of these Orally ones I've used a lot. Now for another neon, a neon red. This one is Hidden Treasures. This one was in the Little Mermaid collection, and that second line is where I'm starting. So this one I've only used a couple times, but it's a beautiful neon, and then it also has some shimmer running through it. Some, I want to say like blue shimmer that's running through this. It's a really beautiful neon red. These ones were separating the worst of the bunch. So let's go into the green. The green I've used the most, as you can tell. This one is in Part of Your World. I think this one is in the Little Mermaid collection, Milan collection. But this is green glitter, and it has some holographic little glitters in there. It's just a beautiful one to use. So it's a great topper to wear on its own or wear over the top of other colors. In the winter, I like pairing this one up with Zoya in Honor, which is a matte green, and then I use this for the accent. It looks so gorgeous. But when I pulled this off my shelf, it was separated down to here. So this whole top piece was just completely oil. So I just need to use it up. Okay. And the last one is this blue one, which was completely separated really, really bad again. This one's blue, but it has this green micro shimmer in through it. And I don't know if you can tell, but there is a line right there for this blue shade. And I really love blue in the summer. So this one is In the Name of Justice. This one was in, I just said it, Wonder Woman collection with that white one. So this one's a beautiful one, and I do have a dupe for this, but it doesn't have the shimmer. It has the same color, but it doesn't have the shimmer that runs through it, so I always preferred this one over the other one. but because this one's separating so bad, I just want to get my use out of it before it goes totally bad. So those are my new 7 polishes that I'm adding into the project. Keep tabs on my Instagram for what I'm going to be wearing, yada yada, all that jazz, and we're just going to go from there and just take it a little bit at a time, I guess. So thank you guys for joining me in this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.